So I took my dog outside because I was taking her to use the bathroom and see what she was beeping about. So I walked up, like she said, walked up towards her truck. He was barking. I pulled him away and I walked back to in front of my apartment. And she walked up to my apartment. I had him on a leash. When she was walking up to him, it wasn't so far that she was in front of him.
Many feet?
1 feet away.
You say 100?
If a dog's barking, when you back away, she came over beeping real loud, so I came
So
outside.
you went and got started and came outside.
Right, to use the bathroom. And to meet my mother, which she
Your
can like.
was for what? How does she owe you?
Sending threatening messages to my boyfriend about threatening if he don't leave me, she's gonna call CPS, which she did.
She says she sees him sell crack. And so that's a reason enough to call CPS and say, go check on my grandchildren because they're living with my daughter who has a man there that I see on the corner selling crack. I will call them on you.
Not true.
You have any evidence, anybody, about that?
Yes,
And what was the result of the investigation?
Nothing.
Send it to him, please. Complaint states unknown suspect did enter through the front window.
My uncle gave me that dog for a guard dog because my house was broken into and I have 2 children. That's why I have to.
Okay, I thought you were going to show me something from the CPS. And this is okay. You're showing me a text from your mother to him saying, anything happens to my daughters, I'm coming, so you better protect them. That certainly shows a belief that she thinks that your children are in danger. She didn't do it intentionally to try and harm your boyfriend or to get him or you in trouble. With regard to the dog, you said she came over, so I went and got my dog.
To meet my mom because she has a pit bull herself. So I wanted to introduce. Yes.
You wanted to introduce them.
No. I wanted to introduce my dog to my mother because she has a vicious dog too. He jumps all over her grandchildren.
But they didn't bite you.
Judge Mathis rules on this dispute shortly. And later,
his dad brought me over and kind of just opened the door and said, hi, son, and shut the door behind me. We just hung out for the day, you know, and I got to know him on a personal level.
Did you ever make it to the store?
No.
Join me on Facebook and Twitter every day in February as we celebrate Black History Month. My username is Judge Greg Mathis.
2016 is the year of CW6. With groundbreaking CW shows. And innovative local programs.
stay sexy, my friends.
Oh. A new name, a new destination. CW6. TV only better.
I got in a car accident. I immediately called Lerner Road. They got me about 4 times more than what the insurance company actually offered me. Lerner Road treated me like family.
Who's not hooked on Church's seafood? Ulysses and butterfly shrimp. Try 8 pieces with small fries and 3 hush puppy biscuit bites for just $4.79.
Church's Chicken has love.
And like always, you get a great deal for the whole family.
Okay, let's do the math. You like working with your hands, and you want a career where you can make good money. You should consider heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. These are in-demand careers that pay an annual mean wage of over $47,000 in the Phoenix area. And it's a field that you can train for in as little as 6 months at RSI, the largest HVACR school in the nation. Like the way that adds up? Then get started at RSI today.
Start at RSI now. Call 800-670-1314.
CenturyLink Prism TV has all your favorite channels, tons of live sports, and more, all in crystal clear HD. Watch winning replays and advanced features like our wireless set-top box, whole home DVR, and Prism on the go, and choose from a variety of great packages to fit your home. Call 800-525-6000. 6607 and get started with the Prism Essential TV bundle. You'll get TV plus up to 12 megs of CenturyLink internet, all for only $55 a month. This deal sounds great, especially if you love sports. Yeah, Prism Essential TV and up to 12 megs of internet for only $55 a month. Sure. Or if you love great movies. Hey, Clementine, go on and get Prism Essential TV with up to 12 megs of internet for only $55 a month. Yeah. Call 800-525-6607. Get started with Prism Essential TV plus up to 12 megs of internet speed. Just $55 a month for a year. Only from CenturyLink. Call and switch today.
We were just sitting there. All of a sudden, we heard the screeching wheels behind us total our car. I called Lerner and Rowe from the scene of the accident. Lerner and Rowe got me more than I expected and faster than I expected. I always refer Lerner and Rowe.
Call 977-1900. If you're in Chicago and would like to attend a taping of the Judge Mathis Show, call us at 1-866-3-MATHIS.
What?
Tomorrow, Dish is discovering her daughter, who
What?
claims
Are you
Tomorrow
sure?
lost custody of her and her 4 siblings due to drugs and neglect.
And today you showed no remorse at all. Your response was, you didn't get no stitches. Yeah, you got gashes all over your arm. I see them, but you didn't need stitches.
He said she was hospitalized for stitches, but I don't see
No, I'm going to grant her
a little
claim.
bite.
I believe that she was negligent in the control of her dog. It is absolutely your responsibility to maintain control of your dog. Your dog would not have had the opportunity to get as close to bite her on her arm
She walked
if
on
you
the
maintain
ground.
control. I don't know what your issue is,
She
but
walked
you
up
have
on my
some.
dog.
And you need some type of counseling, treatment, or something to handle perhaps the trauma you dealt with as a child because of your mother's addiction. So don't get so special when you're dealing with her and pointing the finger like she's just on bad. And so it's really up to you and your responsibility to try and make amends to her and the other children. Or at least you gotta just put up with her mess like she put up with your mess. You were smoked out. All right, good luck to you, judge and for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed.
She's still my mom at the end of the day. I only get one mom. I have respect for her still. Nothing, just because this happened, and I don't have nothing towards her. Still my mom. And I'm going to speak to her, and God bless her.
I as well, that's my child. I just want better for her and my grandchildren. And she said at the end of the day, we're still family. I'll just give her some space, and when she's ready to discuss it and talk with me, then I'm available.
Plaintiff Michael Michaud says his father set him up with the defendant, and they started dating. But at that time, he had no idea that the defendant was addicted to crack. Michael claims he opened up his heart and home to the defendant, and she took advantage of him, and he's suing her today for 2 bail bonds. Defendant Erica Brooks admits that she was addicted to crack while dating Michael, but insists she's been sober for 10 months. Erica says she feels horrible about how she treated Michael, and she hopes he can forgive her, and they can spend the rest of their lives together.
Start with you. January early of 2014, I met this person through my dad. Actually, he was walking down the street and basically met this woman, and he said, well, would you like to meet my son? And he further went to say, well, I got to tell you one thing. He lost his wife to cancer a while. And she goes, okay, why not? I'm on my way to the store too. So basically he dropped her off at my place. I opened the door, and she's a very beautiful woman. And I said, you know what? You're welcome to my home. So I opened the door.
Start over again if you don't mind. Seriously, I mean, really. Start over if you don't mind. I'm a little slow today.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor.
Start over.
All right. I met this woman through my dad, actually.
This woman?
Yes, this woman.
Yes.
All right. Through your dad?
Yes. So,
Your dad, where does he meet?
he met her on the street walking to the store.
Walking to the store.
Yeah, they both.
And he said what to her?
Would you like to meet my son?
Okay.
And she says, why not? I'm on the way to the store too. Why not? It's in the same direction.
And she said, I will come to your house
Well,
to
basically,
meet your son after we come from the grocery store.
well, it was on the way to the. They were both in the same direction, Your Honor.
Before we even go to the grocery store.
On the way to the store, yeah.
They're on the way to the store.
Okay.
They don't know each other. She's walking in, he's walking in. How you doing, ma'am? Fine, how are you, sir? Fine. Where you headed today? Oh, up Safeway. Okay, there. I'm headed there too, yeah. Beautiful day. Yeah, beautiful day. Man, I got a son. He lives over there. Hey, mind if we just go over there before we get to Safeway? Sure. Is that anything? Before getting to the store, he brought it to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, at my fault.
Stay tuned. The case continues after this. Attention! What are you waiting for? It's your turn.
One of them is $16 a day. You could save thousands.
1,400 of my prescriptions a month what I need, but that's why I'm still working at 76 years old.
There's more than just free prescriptions. There's free dental and dentures. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $250 million in free dental work. Free cell phones with minutes. Over 14 million people have free cell phones. And introducing free electric. Receive $250 to $600 for your electric bill free.
Wow, free electric, that's wonderful.
I don't want to spend the money running it cooler.
And don't forget to ask about your medical supplies, as they may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $10 million in prescription costs. Start saving immediately on thousands of prescription medications. These free programs have helped millions of people. It's your turn. Call now.
Attention users of the blood thinners Xarelto and Pradaxa. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding.
If you took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered uncontrolled bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking one of these drugs, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
I'm attorney Bob Goldwater. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and were then hospitalized for internal bleeding, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
The makers of these drugs may be to blame for your internal bleeding. You deserve to be paid for what you've been through. Call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
The makers of Pradaxa have agreed to pay $650 million in settlements. If you took Pradaxa or Xarelto and were injured, call us right now.
Call now to see if you qualify. Call 1-800-216-6100. That's 1-800-216-6100. 1-800-216-6100.
Defendant Erica Brooks admits that she was addicted to crack while dating the plaintiff, and she's hoping that he can forgive her now that she's sober, and they can spend the rest of their lives together.
Basically just that it was a beautiful day and I was just out walking and, I'm a very friendly type of lady. And so I just smiled at his dad and I said, oh, it's such a beautiful day out here today. And I was on my way to the dollar.
Just like I'm saying. Beautiful day. I told you. Beautiful day. Were you whistling?
Yeah.
See? I was whistling. I got to whistle. You were?
Yeah, I was just on my way to the dollar store and...
Go ahead.
Mainly just that. He goes, well,